Hello children, welcome to Study Spectrum TV channel. Now today we'll start with the first chapter of 8th standard, that is squares and square roots. Before going to that, let me explain you what are square. Now square of a number means the number multiplied by itself. Example 4. Now when I 4, the factor of 4 are 2 into 2. So I am multiplying 2 by itself, that give me 4. Now therefore I can write this square of 4. When I multiply twice, I can write it raised to 2 and that gives me 4. So the square is to be written by raised to 2. The degree, that is index, should be 2. And this 2 means the number which is the base that has to be multiplied twice. That give me the square of that number. You have to remember that the number should be multiplied by the same number itself. Then only we will get the square. Now the square root means which is denoted by sign this. Now this square root means 4. If I want to, example 4, if I want to find out the square root of this, I'll put this under this sign. So square root of 4, I can read like this: square root of 4. In a symbol I can put under this sign. It means that square root of 4, that is which number, I have to find which number multiplied by itself give me 4. So this I can write it like this, 2 into 2. Now I have to see that this 2 is the number which multiplied by itself give me 4. So the square root of 4 is 2. Now we can learn that the squares of positive number. Now suppose 3 multiplied by 3. These are two positive number. You know that positive, it is customary that we don't write positive sign before it. So I can write just 3 into 3. That gives me 9. So that is square of 3 is 9. Same way, if I write 7 into 7, that is 49, and in a square form I can write 7 square is equal to 49. Now children, we can see that the positive number, two positive number multiplied by itself give me 9. That is the square of that number. Same way, if I multiply minus 3 into minus 3, that will also give me 9. Minus 7 into minus 7 will also give me 49. By this example, it's clear that two positive number or opposite of that, to negative number, if both are multiplied, it gives me the same answer. So by this, it is clear that root of 9 is either positive 3 or negative 3. Same way, root of 49 is also positive 7 or negative 7. So by this, it's clear that whether to positive number or opposite of that, that is negative number, if I multiply them, I'll get the same square. And the root of every perfect square is either positive or negative. Okay children, now let's start how to write and read the square root. Let me explain you with the same example with the square root of 49, that is 7 square of 7 square, that is 7 into 7, that will give me 49. And the root of 49. Root of 49 is root of, that is, I'll find the factor, 7 into 7, that is 7. Now, by this it is clear that this sign root is used to find the square root, and if it is just a root sign of 49, it means positive square root of 49. That is, I can read it like this: positive square root of 49, that is 7. If it is written like this, minus before the root sign, then it is read as negative root of root of 49, and that is minus 7. So whenever children is just given a root sign, we have to take the positive root, and if it is given minus before the root sign, then we have to consider the negative root of this. By this it is clear that every root is positive number or negative number. That means, suppose if I'll take 64, now the root of 64 is either positive 8 or negative 8. So these two numbers are opposite of each other. So it is clear, two things you have to remember. First, every root every square root has two numbers, positive and negative. And the second thing, both the numbers, both these roots are opposite of each other. Opposite number. Now again I'll explain you again that 7 square, that means 7 into 7. When number multiplied by itself, it gives me the square of that number, and here the square of 7 is 49. And if I want to find the root of 49, I'll just see which two numbers are multiplied by same number itself. Here 7 into 7 gives me 49. The root will be 7. So 7 is the number which multiplied by itself give me 49. So root of 49 is 7, and whenever there is no sign before the 49, it is read as positive square root of 49, that is 7, and if there is negative sign, means I have to consider minus 7. Every root has two root. Every square root is, there are two numbers, positive and negative. If negative is given before that root sign, then I have to consider the negative number. Now let me children explain you the division method to find the square root of a number. For a larger number or bigger number, it's very difficult to find the square root. For that, we use this method, division method. Now, for this, we have to make a group of 2 from the right hand side of the number. So, here 56, then 26, and then 51. Then I'll start by the divisor. I have to take such a number whose square root is near to this. It should be not larger to this number. So, I know 7 is the number because the square of 7 is 49. So I'll put 7 over here, 49 I'll write it here, then subtract this number, that will give me, from 11 9 will go, it will give me 2, and 4 minus 4 will give me 0. Now the next step is that this 7 I have to add it over here, and that will give me 7 plus 7, 14. And now to further carry on with the sum, I have to bring this both the number together below this. Now here the number is 226. Now I have to put such a number after this 14 in the unit place, so that the same number I have to multiply by this. That will give me this number or any number near to this. This I can check out in the working, like 4. If I put 3 and multiply by 3, it will give me 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 1 carry, 3 1s are 3, and this is 4. This is greater than this. And if I put 1, it will give me 1 4 1. And if I put 2, it will give me 4 8 2. This is also greater than this number. So I will not use this, I will not use this, I will use this. So I will put 1 over here. Then 141 multiplied by 1, it gives me 141. Again I will subtract this number from this, which will give me 5. Here it is not possible, so I will take carry from here. And here 12 minus 4 will give me 8. Now again I have to bring this both the number down, and at the same time this one I will add over here. Now here the number is 2 4, that is 142, and here I got 8556. Again I have to divide this number. For dividing it, I have to take such a number over here, so that multiplying by same number, this number should give me this number or near to this. So I will try again with the multiplication and I will see. If I will start, as I know it's 6 over here, so I will start with 6. If I take 6, 6 6 are 36, 3, 6 2s are 12 plus 3 15, 1 carry, 6 4s are 24 plus 1 25, 2 carry, and 6 1s are 6 plus 2 8. So it gives me exactly the same number. So I can go further and put this number 6 over here, and the same number I have to put over here. That gives me 8556. After subtracting this, I got 0, and here I have to add, don't forget to add this. This will give me 12, 1 carry 3, 4, 1. So now from this example, I know that the square root of this number is equal to root of 716 into 716. That is 716 is the square root. So this make it easy for us to find out the square root of a bigger number. Now with the same method I can solve this sum also. Now children, again you have to remember that I have to make the group of 2, and here the single number is remaining. So I will start with the number that will give me square of that number, same number or near to that. Now here it is 4, so you know that 2 into 2 makes 4. So I will take and I will subtract. It will give me 0, and here I have to add that 2, that will give me 4. The next step is you have to bring this both the number together below, and here is 20. Now again I will put some number over here. By multiplying with the same number, it should give me 20 or near to that 20. But if I put 1, I know 41 is larger than this 20. So I have to put 0, so that when I multiply 40 by 0, it will give me 0. and after subtracting I'll get 20, and this 25 has to be brought down. Add this 0 to this 40, it will give me 40, and here you got 2025. Now to carry on further division, again I have to put some number over here and see that after multiplying the same number with that number, it is giving me 2025. Again I'll try in the working column, I'll put the year, as in the unit place it is 5, so we can use the divisibility test. Sorry. And I know if I put 5 and multiply by 5, let me see whether it gives me the same number. 5 5s are 25, 2 carry, 5 zeros are 0, 2 will come down, 5 4s are 20. So 5 is the correct number which I have to put over here, and after multiplying by 5, it gives me 2025, with subtracting by it gives me 0, and here I have to add 5. So this is 410. So now children, it is clear that by division method of greater number I can find out the square root of that. So here now square root of this number is what? It's easy for you to find out by this division method, that is 205 into 205. So I can say that 205 is the square root of 42,025. Explain you the examples given in the exercise 1, so that it will make very easy for you to understand the division method. Now here the number is given 289. By division method you have to write 289 inside and then again make a group of 2. Now here 2 is the number, so I know the perfect square starts from 4. So I'll not get, so better I'll take 1. So 1 into 1 give me 1. When I'll subtract it, I'll get 1 over here. And then don't forget to add this 1 over here. This will give me 2. Now what is the next step? I have to take both this number together below. Now here the number is 189. The next step is I have to put such a number over here that multiplied by same number it should give me 189. So I'll see that in the working. I'll start that. I know 9. For perfect square, 7 is 49. So in unit places, 9 is there. So always try with 3 or 7. If I try with 3, it will give me 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 6, which is less than this. So next number I can try with 7. Now if I multiply 27 by 7, it gives me 7 into 7, 49, 4 will carry forward, 7 into 2, 14, 14 plus 4, it gives me 18, and the number formed is 189. So this is the number we are looking for. So this number is correct, that I will put over here. Now after multiplying this by 7, it gives me 189, which is completely subtracted, and then here you have to add 7, 7 plus 7, 14, 134. So this 17 is the square root of this, which I can write like this. Square root of 289 is 17. But as you know children, every square root has two roots. One is positive, the other one is negative. So minus 17 is also the square root of this. This can be written like this. Square root of 289 is equal to plus or minus 70. Now let me start with the next sum, that is 2025. Again I'll repeat the same thing. I'll make the group of 2. Now first is 20. Again I have to see the number whose square is exactly that number or near to it. I know the first square is 1, then 4, then 9, and the 4th square is 16. So I will take 4 over here. 4 multiplied by 4 gives me 16. And that after subtracting it, I'll get 4 over here. I have to bring down this 25 together. You have to add this 4 over here. And this gives me 8. Now again I have to see the number which I'll multiply by this number. It should give me 425. Again we can apply the test for divisibility. As in the unit place 5 is there. So I'll try with 5. So 5 into 5 gives me 25. 2 is carried. 5 8s are 40. 40 plus 2 gives me 42. So this is the correct number which I have to put over here. And when I multiply this number by 5, it gives me 425. So I have to add this 5, and now 1 carry 9. From this I can make out that root of 2025 is equal to positive or negative 45. Now third example, that is this number 64,009. This also I'll explain by division method. What is the first thing I have to do? That is, I'll make a group of 2. Here 6 is the single digit remaining over here. Now if I take 1 square, that is 2 smaller, and then 2 square is 4, that is near to 6. So I'll take 2. 2 multiplied by 2 gives me 4. I'll subtract it, it will give me 2. Now this 2 is added over here, this gives me 4 over here. Now just remember this both together, 4 and 0, that is 40, I have to take it below. Now the number is 240. Sorry. Now again I have to take a number over here, so that when I multiply by it, it should give me 240. Now by looking at this number, you know that if I put 2 over here, it will give me 4 and here 84. So this is too small. So I'll take by 3. So 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. This gives me 129. And if I take 4, this gives me 16, 1 carry 17. Now children, let me start with the third example. Now this, we have to find out the square root of this number by division method. Again, I'll put this number over here and then make the group of 2. Now you got the 6 over here. It's a single digit number, so I'll see that the square of which number is near to this. We know that square of 2 is 4. So 2 multiplied by 2 gives me 4. Subtract it, it will give me 2. And the next step is you have to add this 2 over here and that will give me 4. Now after that you have to remember that both the digits together you have to bring it down. That will make 240. Now I have to see that I have to take such a number that will give me this number exactly or the number near to it. Then again you can go to your working column and multiply and see. As you know, if I'll put 1, it will give me very less number. So I'll start with another number. Let it take little bit larger than 1. That let me take 5. If I multiply by 5, 5 into 5 gives me 25 to carry. 5 into 4 gives me 20 and 20 plus 2 gives me 25, which is nearby to this number. So it's better to take 5 over here. Now 45 multiplied by 5, it gives me 225. After subtracting this number from 240, I get over here 5, 3 minus 2, 1, 0. And you have to add this 5 to this, that will give me 10, 1 carry 50. Now the next step is that you have to bring this 0 and 9 over here. Now by using the divisibility test, you know that if 9 is the unit place and you have to add the digit 1 plus 5 plus 9, it gives me 15. 15 is a factor of 3, so the whole number is divided by 3. So let me see that by taking 3, I get this number or not. Now if I take 3 over here, you have to remember I have to multiply by the same number. 3 into 3 gives me 9, 3 into 0, 0, 3 5s are 15. So this is exactly the number which we need. So 503 multiplied by 3 gives me this same number. So, and then you have to add this number over here. It gives me 605. Now you can say that the square root of 64,009 is equal to positive or negative root of 253. Now here is the last example which we can do by division method to find out its square root. Again you have to make the group of 2. The first two numbers is 64, which is very easy for you. We know that it is a square of 8. So directly I can take 8. 8 into 8 gives me 64. Subtract it. 0. Here you have to add 8. Then take below 64. Here it is 8 plus 8 gives me 16. Now 16 is the number. If I'll put any number over here, it will become 3-digit number. And if I multiply any number by 3-digit number, it will give me 3-digit, which is greater than 64. So here what I have to do is I have to take 0 over here. So that when I multiply, 0 multiplied by anything gives me 0. So here it will come 0 which I will subtract it and it will give me 64 again. And here the next step, you have to take 16 together over here and add this 0 to this. This will give me 160. Now I have to see that I have to take such a number over here so that multiplying by the same number, it should give me this number. Now by looking at this, you apply the divisibility test and see that the last unit and tens place number forms the number together, that digit forms a 16 which is divisible by 4. So I can try with 4. So if I multiply 1600 by 4, it will give me 4 into 4, 16, 1 carry, 4 zeros are 0 plus 1, 1, 4 6 are 24, 2 carry, 4 ones are 4 plus 2, 6. Sorry. Now this is the correct number which I have to take. So I'll put 4 over here. So 1604 multiplied by 4 gives me 6416, and then the next step is to add 4 over here, and this will give me 8016. So now it's clear that to write the root of this, it's very easy by this method, division method. I can write 6464, root of this is equal to positive or negative 804. Hope so you have understood this division method very well. Now let me start with exercise 2. Now children, let us start with the exercise 2. Here you are asked to find the square root of the given number. As we have learned that every integer, every number has the square roots, 2 roots. One is positive and negative. Now to find the square root of 9, therefore square root of 9 I can write under the symbol, and that can be written as 3 into 3. So it is 3. But as you know, the negative number also is the same, so I can write, gives me same number 9. So either 3 is the root or minus 3 of this, the root of 9. Now same with the 25. Again, to find the square root of 25, the both that is root 5, positive 5 or negative 5. The root of 100 is, I know that it is positive 10 or negative 10, as both negative 10 multiplied gives me 100 and even positive 10 now. Now 196, you have to see that the root of 196, if you remember tables, so it's very easy for you to find out. This is the root of 14 into 14. So that 14, positive 14 or negative 14 is the root of 196. Now for this root of 324, you can use the test of divisibility. You can see here 4 is in the unit place, and in square I know what gives me 4 in the unit place, that is 8 square 64. So you can try with that number. I know 8 into 8 is 64, which is very less than it. Then you can go in the working column and try with 18. 18 into 18, what does it gives me? Now 8 into 8, 64, 6 carry. Now this will give me 144 and then 18. So 4 adding this will come to know this is 324. So 18 is the exact root of this. Both positive or negative are correct. So 18 plus 18 or minus 18, both are the root of 324. The next number is 576. Again applying the test, divisibility test. You have seen in unit place is 6, and that in a table which number or square give me 6 in the unit place. One is 4 and the other is 6, because 6 into 6 give me 36. So now let me try with 14. We know 14 is the 196 is of the square of 14. So let me try by 24. So by 24. So 4 into 4, 16 gives me 1. Carry over here 4 2s are 8 plus 1 96. Then again 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. When I'll add this, it gives me 6, 7, 1 carry, and here it's 576. So 24 is the root of 576. So both positive 24 or negative 24 are the root of 576. Now children, I think it is clear by this concept that both every root has positive or negative roots of that every number, perfect square. These are the perfect square, as they have the same number multiplied by itself gives you this number. So it has positive and negative roots, and both are opposite of each other. 5 is opposite of minus 5 or minus 10 is opposite of 10, same way. So I think it's clear by this. Let's start with the next one.